Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding it. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of August 12th through the 18th, 2024. Before we begin, I just want to give a huge shout out to Lauraspirit. They're a jewelry company online that makes these beautiful bracelets, necklaces, earrings that have certain intentions. So they use certain crystals, minerals, gems that are specifically aligned with certain intentions. So you go to their website, you click your intention or your zodiac sign. So for example, you can click prosperity or confidence or love, and they will show you which jewelry pieces will help enhance those manifestations and those energies for you. It's amazing. And I have a 20% off discount code for you. I'll leave it in the description box and the comments. Go ahead and get some jewelry from there. So Libra, first card out for you is the Chariot this week. Stunning. Some of you might be traveling or even planning certain adventures, certain trips, long car rides, boat rides, train rides, airplane rides, things like that may be significant for you. Some of you might also be moving, but definitely there is movement in general. We're seeing more and more sides to life. I'm laughing because you can't see it right now, but my cat Luna literally just came up and laid across all of the cards. So I just gotta sneak this card out from under her. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have the Six of Wands. Wow, success. There's some sort of accomplishment that you are achieving this week at this time, and it's feeling like popularity. So if any of you are on social media or an influencer or business owner of any sort, we really see some posts popping off for you, Libra. Amazing. I wish I was a Libra. But yeah, this is really great. And even if you're not on social media like that, this is just an overall feeling of popularity. A lot of people wanting to spend some time with you, wanting to see what you're all about. Because you're charming, you're charismatic. Libra energy people are very huge charmers, extremely likable. Even the Libras that I know that had sucked personality-wise, they were still charmers. They were, funny and relatable, not afraid to get deep, and you're just very personable, very popular. I feel like Libra is low-key one of the most popular signs there is. So we are seeing that, you and your power. Seven of Swords is coming out right next to that, though. I don't know why I'm seeing this as somebody who's wanting to do shiesty business dealings with you. So pay attention if you're trying to do anything like buying a car or any sort of big thing that like the price is negotiated. Just definitely make sure you put your negotiating pants on and you don't just accept the first offer or even the second offer. Like, these salespeople, they have a tactic, they give you a really ridiculously high price, and then you might give them a lower price, and then they'll try meeting you in the middle or whatever, and even their second price usually is still really high. So I would just recommend looking up what things are worth if you are going to do any business. This could also be some more shiesty brands or people trying to work with you in some way. So just pay attention to that. If the energy feels off about a certain company or a certain person that is in your company, like your life, definitely follow that intuition. We have the Two of Swords coming out. Yeah, protecting your peace, protecting your brand if you have a business. And again, with the moon here, listening to your intuition. If something feels off, it probably is off. I was just thinking about this earlier. Like, there was this mutual friend of mine, and they were basically best friends with my best friend. But for some reason, as much as I saw this person, I just didn't like them. I couldn't bring it in me to have natural forming conversations with them. They followed me on like all forms of social media. I just didn't feel like following them back. I don't know. There's always something about them that made me think like, I don't really consider this person my friend. I don't really like this person. And it wasn't anything in particular that I could put my finger on and be like, that is the reason why. But what happened, after years of associating with this person, they basically betrayed our mutual friend in a really massive way, like psychotically. So, like, just something that most people would never even consider doing, because it was just so vile and disturbing. And yeah, again, that's intuition. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to it. If the vibes feel off with someone or something, even if it's a company that you're trying to buy from, like, listen to those vibes. You don't need to know why, and don't stick around to learn the why, is what I always advise. Like, for example, if you're getting weird vibes from a certain, I don't know, location or hotel or something, and, like, for example, I'll give you a golden example. I used to love traveling to South Florida, like Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and sometimes I would be in these hotels, and they would be really immaculate, like cleaned, fancy, even with those like beautiful smells piped in, really, really fancy hotels. And for some reason, the vibes are just off. Very strange. I don't know why. I just don't feel comfortable there. And later on, and I picked up on this energy in the whole town, the whole city. But later on, I learned that a lot of human trafficking goes on in those two places. And I feel that, you know, if I were to be alone traveling, like, that would not have been a safe hotel for me to stay at. You know, listen to your intuition. If something feels off, it is off. You don't need to learn why it's off. 7 of Pentacles. So yeah, this is wanting to get ahead. Even though you are very successful, I feel like you are very successful. You know, you have peace, you have happiness, even if you don't have everything under the sun that you want, and you're still on the journey to achieving certain ambitions. You are actually successful, but I definitely feel like you're at a place where you're wanting to see a little bit more. And so some of you might be contemplating different forms of work towards whatever your goals are. For example, like, if you're not happy with your fitness plan right now, like where your fitness is going, your progress, you might switch up your workout. If you're not happy with the amount of money you make, you may be looking into side jobs, something like that. You know, I'm seeing like a consideration of alternate ways of doing things. And then your final card out is the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, it is a feeling of lack. It is a feeling like something's amiss here. Something isn't all it cracked up to be, even though you're technically successful or everything looks good on the surface. This could even be like how you view certain people. You know, on the surface, it looks fine, it looks dandy, it looks like a great friend, but for some reason the vibes are off, and there could be a serious lack going on there in that friendship. Like, that person may lack morals, they may lack loyalty, whatever it may be. So yeah, I feel like it's really important for you to listen to your intuition and navigate that. Even if your intuition is like, say, for example, not telling you to cut something out of your life, but to add something onto it. Like, if you have a day job that you enjoy, it brings in some decent money, but it's not quite what you want. Like, this could be you pursuing something else in the meantime that your intuition is guiding you towards. So this is just a week where I would highly recommend listening to your intuition, basically. Long story short, I know a lot of you are desiring more worth when it comes to finances or your relationships. Like, you just want to get more out of it than you're putting in. 7 of Pentacles, not even just financially, but like, this could be friendships, relationships, situations where it's like, I put a lot of work into this and I just don't feel like I'm getting my worth back, my work back, you know? And it could be a frustrating influence. And I always like to say, pay attention to how certain things make you feel. If a relationship, for example, looks fine on the surface and there's no logical reason that you can think of as to why it isn't working, however, you just don't feel good around this person, or they don't make you feel good about yourself, that is a sign alone to leave. If you are working a job and it pays well, you work a normal amount of hours, you have vacation time, the job isn't hard, but for some reason you feel drained by it, you know, you don't need to search for the logical reason. You can just leave. This is something I wish I told my younger self, especially when I was like 19 years old. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize at the time that, like, I don't have to have a reason for leaving people. You know, I was loyal to a fault, and I kept a lot of really toxic, evil people in my life, because at the time they did not give me a reason on the surface as to them being a toxic person. It was just my intuition. It was just my feelings. Like, I felt like everything was off. I felt like, you know, it wasn't that great, but I had no reason on the surface to say I am ending this relationship because of this. And so I stayed in those connections even though I didn't feel good. And I kept repeating this over and over and over again. And even to this day, I sometimes find myself in this position, you know, where I'm in a situation And because there's no logical reason as to why I should not be in it, I just stay in it, even if I don't like it, even if I don't feel good. So this is something I feel like we all collectively can work on. And Libra, you're being asked to work on this yourself. Like, if you just don't enjoy doing something, don't do it. If you just don't like hanging out with someone, don't do it. If someone, even if you love them, makes you feel bad for whatever reason, don't hang out with them. It's as simple as that. Life is too short to like be loyal to a fault, okay? And trying to make it work, like, oh, how can I fit myself into this situation? How can I make this better for me somehow? No, just leave, just walk away. It's not that deep. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me, one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there. Also, go ahead and check out Outer Spirits. The 20% off link and coupon code is down below for you. Your purchases are waiting, okay? Thank you guys. Bye-bye.